Now I want y'all to see what I've started, or reawoken, I should say. I didn't start it. Look at this. Look what we got going on here. We're turning into a downright Chevy dealership, which isn't the worst thing in the world. Back in the day, we used to work on all these old cars and trucks and stuff. So I started Donnie working on my truck, which is an 83. We're gonna do the math here in a minute, but wait a minute. Does he see what he's doing? I think he does. We got to pay attention here for a minute, folks. See, I'm trying to save our edge of our building here. Donnie's really good at this, but he may not be able to see. You got another 1.5 feet you got to get over. There we go. Let's do it one more time. We'll try that one more time, folks. If there was a big cut, I was editing out where Donnie didn't get it quite lined up right. So we're doing a whole bunch of these, so I don't know what order we've got them. I don't know what order we've got them uploaded, but we'll try to put them in order per truck. He's just trying to get it lined up just right. He kind of knows that it's not right, so that's why I'm not yelling anything at him. He's got it. All right, you got it. Come on. I'm still a little hoarse, people. You got it. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Now we're getting there. You got to straighten it up just a little bit. All right, come on. That tailgate's trash there. Donnie, inquiring minds want to know, what in the world are you doing?
Well,
they haven't seen this one yet.
Well, they ain't seen the other one yet, so we'll run the other one first.
Yeah, we're going to run the other one. I told them that I didn't know what order all this was going to be in.
I've got another one of these trucks, and it's got a lot of sentimental value to me, so I don't want to tear it up. So I'm going to build this truck in case somebody hits my damn truck. I won't have to kill them. So this is going to be my new play toy.
So way back in the day, Donnie and I and Joey loved working on these old cars and trucks. And then, you know, you get a little older and you get out of it a little bit. Now, Donnie, they're going to think you're going through a midlife crisis.
I might be.
I don't think that's it, because we've kind of been doing crap like this the whole time. This is just, we're doing this specific crisis again. But I mean, you know, we keep falling in and out of love with all kinds of stuff.
These old trucks like this, don't be scared of them. They're fun to play with. They're fun to damn drive around. And back when, you know, you thought air conditioner was out of the question.
Yeah. We worked on them whenever we were like teenagers, and in our early 20s, we didn't have a lot of money. So like stuff like,
we still don't have a lot of money.
Yeah, we still don't have a lot of money, but things have changed as far as numbers, you know, over the years. But just because we have steady jobs and stuff. Back then we didn't have. So back then we were making $4 an hour. Now we're not making $4 an hour anymore. So things have changed. But we would drive these cars and they don't have air in them, and just kind of, and then you can get something for like $2,000 that does have air in it, and so you kind of give up driving the cool one. So you have air. But now, we're a little older and we realize, well, hell, you can put air in one for about $1,000. It ain't that big of a deal, really. You know?
It's not. That changed a lot of things when you can put air in just about anything.
Yeah.
And you can put power steering on anything, and you can. The downfall of these trucks was the brakes. That was the big problem. They had a single line master cylinder on them, and they had drum brakes all the way around them. So you could stop at 4 or 5 stoplights, but that 6th one, you ain't stopping.
Yeah.
So little stuff like that.
And if that one brake line breaks.
Yeah, Ronnie had that happen.
I had that happen in a parking deck. I'm in a parking garage. I'm in a parking lot. Whoo! I got lucky though. I'm pretty lucky usually. Knock on wood for me, Donnie. Knock on that metal there. There we go. That'll work. I'm pretty lucky usually, but I was driving in a parking lot and the brake stopped working, and I just kind of coasted across the parking lot and stopped. And then I got out and looked, and that one brake line had broke. There was a wire that had got wrapped around it and snapped it in half, and all your brakes are gone. So you got to kind of do something about that. So anyway, tell us what you were going to do, Donnie.
Well, so I'm going to put dual master cylinder on them.
That helps a lot.
At $300.
Yeah.
But 20 years ago, 30 years ago,
yeah,
$300, hell, that was damn 2 weeks worth of work.
Yeah.
And you couldn't spend nothing. So I'm going to play with it and see what we get done with.
So we decided, why not get a couple little toys to play around with. Now, Donnie, are you going to make it a trailer queen?
No.
Did the people know what a trailer queen is?
I'm sure they do.
Trailer queen is, it looks real pretty on the trailer, and you trailer it around from show to show, but you don't actually drive it. And everything's perfect, and you're afraid to get a scratch on it, and damn, if it's raining, you're canceling the whole thing. Right? Okay. None of that. No. This is going to be a driver.
This is going to be a driver. I drive them. So, the other one I drove it all through high school.
Mm-hmm.
And hell, I still drive it.
Now, the difference between Donnie and me is I still got most of the cars I ever had. I never sold most of them. All my old ones.
I still got mine.
That's true. Yeah, you still got your truck. That's true. Well, no, you still got the Monte Carlo, too.
I got the truck, the Monte Carlo, the dually, the blue.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. I take back what I said. Donnie ain't sold most of them.
The only one I sold was that, well, I guess your Valiant. I mean, your Escort.
Yeah, but that's it's a Mercury Lynx.
I sold that one.
We didn't need to save that Mercury Lynx.
I sold that one, and I sold that 2000, was it 2000 Chevrolet? The one with the bad motor. And them was the only 2 I sold. All
right, so we're going to try to unload this damn thing, and then we'll walk around it and show you a little bit of, like, what kind of shape it's in.
I sold the 73 Chevrolet.
Yep, yeah, I forgot about that. You sold that little Jeep.
Actually, I sold that truck in there and bought it back.
That's true, yeah, he did. He sold it and bought it back, but he did go buy it back. He was crying, I got to have it back.
Got to have it back. But hell, that was 2 years later.
Yeah. All right, we're going to unload it. Now, notice it has flat tires.
Flat tires.
One of the
front tires locked up.
Drum brakes are locked up, and then the 2 tires on the back.
They're blowed up.
Now, by flat, let me show you what we mean by flat.
Look, I think they'll drive some more. We can keep them for a little while.
So we said flat, but it's not really flat. It's like it ain't even there, really. Yeah. You basically got a rubber coating.
And there's a stick for a valve stem.
Yeah, you've got a rubber coating on your metal rim. The other side's good though, right, Donnie? This one over here is fine, right? Oh God!
It ain't no problem.
It's one of those I Love Lucy tires.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that? There was an episode of I Love Lucy where the tire they were trying to change their tire, or they're trying to pump it up. She figured out, I can't remember the gag, but basically she was talking about how it was only flat on the bottom.
It was only flat on the bottom?
Yeah, she turned it around and said now it's flat on the top or some crap. I don't know. I might have to go watch that again. I would splice it into the video, but that's illegal. They won't let you do that.
Hey, they'll like how this trailer does. This trailer tilts.
All right, we're going to film it, Donnie. You go ahead and make it happen with no back tires. This will be fun. Now, people, if you're skittish, if you want us to use the baby gloves, stop watching. Turn off the video right now. You are not going to like what you see. But if you understand, here in the real world, we're doing what we need to do, keep watching. Okay, so the back of the trailer can be lowered. So we've lowered the back of the trailer down to it's touching the ground. Now this is on a little bit of an incline. Just a little bit, which I can't really show you. You'll never figure it out with the video. And so here's how we're getting it off of the truck. Now you might say this is never going to work, but you have not paid attention to my brother Donnie much if you would say some nonsense like that. This absolutely is going to work one way or the other. We're getting off of this trailer.
It's fixed to come off in just a second. I'll show you here in a minute. Keep watching.
People, you got to think outside the box, okay? People always want to do stuff the right way or the way somebody else did it. Donnie does it the way he can imagine in his mind. So to him, even though the back tires are flat, if he jacks this thing up in the air, it'll roll off this trailer. Now you might say, oh, there's no way that's going to work because the back tires won't roll. But let me remind you that he got it on the trailer somehow. And this is the kind of thinking that got it on the trailer. I hear motors starting. Some kind of motor is headed this way. Something wicked this way comes. Now, I might step back so he don't kill any of us. You'd think it would slide right off that freaking jack. Well, and maybe it will. We'll see. Was about all I could add to the equation. And do you notice that half of the truck is off? And it's the part with the flat tires. I'm telling you, he thinks crap I'd never even think of. And the damn jack is cooperating. What in the hell? Look at all those rocks back there. Now, there's no way it's going to roll through all those rocks. So by my calculations, it's taken him 2 minutes. He got it off the trailer in 2 minutes. Look, he's pushing on the wheel.
Most of the way off of there, ain't it?
Yeah, I was telling him, we were talking about how people might not think you're going to pull it off, and then you just got it off the trailer in 2 minutes. I think I see what the final piece of the puzzle is going to be. If you can't move the truck off of the trailer, you can move the trailer out from under the truck. You might not want to do that though, because we need to back it up more. We're trying to get it in a spot over on the side.
Just in case.
Yeah, in case it wants to start rolling or sliding. Well, here I am in between again. Stuck in the middle. All right, I'm coming out here. I don't know what he'd do without me here videographing. Here it comes. People buy, that's what, 4 minutes, it's all the way off the truck. That's pretty good, Donnie. You're breaking your own records.
Uh-huh.
He went and picked this up. It was in some guy's backyard. Guy didn't think they'd be able to get it out. It was out in the woods. Somehow Donnie got it out. I think he sees it as a challenge.
Yeah, the guy said, that truck goes down in there? It's got straight tires on it. So I got it. Don't worry about it. I can get it. We'll pull that bad boy right out of there.
Donnie's a big proponent of it. The size of the tires doesn't matter. It's how you wiggle your worm.
Yep. Worm wiggling.
The motion in your ocean.
Yep, that's it. The motion in the ocean.
It slid right off your jack, Donnie.
That's good.
But it didn't really matter because it's on tires.
Did you notice if that one tire moved or not?
Huh?
Did you notice if that one tire moved or not? Was it still locked up?
Oh, I didn't notice, man. I don't think anything moved. I think it just went down.
Okay.
All right, now we got to get it over in the corner. By the way, the bed is not bolted on, so he's underneath the rear end in the frame. The bed's going to wiggle a little bit because it's not bolted on. And watch the bed. It's all over but the shouting now, I've heard. I'm gonna step back here. I'm gonna hide behind this stove.
Make sure I don't hit that ladder.
You're nowhere near it. That's it right there. That's good there if you can go back.
I will roll.
Back tire is turning. That's pretty crazy. Look at the steering wheel.
It's done.
Donnie said it's done. He said it is done. What's done is done. I think he got it off there in one piece. Wait a minute, there's two pieces.
That's the, I don't think that belongs to that truck, but it's a spare tire holder.
Oh, okay. All right, people, we're redoing all of it, so none of this. The only thing we're really that worried about is the actual sheet metal. And even some of that we're going to replace. We'll lift it a little bit. Rolling, rolling. That one's the one that's locked up. Whoa! Donnie, you've been down here burning rubber again.
Yep.
Some of that was the truck, but some of that was your skid steer.
Most of it was a skid steer, I believe.
A little bit of dirt laying around. Can't really avoid that. We'll sweep all this up, people. Don't worry about it. It comes right up. Show them how it comes right up, Donnie. It comes right up. There's nothing to it.
That one there's going to be a good one to get up.
You could now, Donnie. Why didn't you just put tires on it and roll it? That's what they're wondering.
You don't do that first.
You don't do that, people. Come on now.
You gotta get it off the truck.
You don't get to play with the skid steer if you do that.
Yeah, really.
We got it off the truck. All right, Donnie. We got to turn the radio down so they don't block us,
Demonetize us.
demonetize us, and then they want the tour. Now,
I ain't had the tour yet.
let's say we're starting at the car dealership. All right, it's 1965. What kind of engine's in it?
None.
There's no engine in it.
No, it was a 6-cylinder though.
Hey, I got an engine I'll sell you. Right here. This damn thing still runs, Donnie. I drove this engine in here.
Uh-huh.
You could probably put it right in there if you wanted to.
I don't think so.
I'll take $600.
I don't want that one. That one's gonna too much.
All right, let me see. I got another one over here, I think.
Oh, okay.
What about this one?
Oh, that one looks pretty good there, buddy. That one looks pretty good.
You know
What is it?
I think that's a 327.
327. What transmission is that?
That's a turbo 350.
No, I ain't no turbo 350. Guess again.
That's that weird one. That's that one that came out in the 70s
Uh-huh.
that had overdrive, but it was without a computer.
Yep, that's a 200.
It's a 200 transmission. All right, so the plan is maybe drop that in there, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's start at the front, Donnie. Is the frame bent or messed up?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep. Right here, it's messed up a little bit. But you see, you can push that back.
Oh, that's not the frame though.
Oh, yeah.
That's the radiator support.
Yep.
No big deal. Okay, so the frame, in your opinion, is pretty straight. Any major rusted out areas?
Not really.
We're in the Carolinas, which you get rust, but you don't get crazy rust.
The big thing on these trucks are right here. You check.
That's the eyebrow.
This spot here is the problem spot.
That's the Trudeau.
It's because nobody ever recalks it up here. So all the water goes to there. That's got a little rust, but it's no major rust. It's not all the way through.
Okay, so let's go back up here now. Let's look at the suspension.
We're going to replace it.
Probably new tie rods, new idler arm, new pitman arm.
When you put disc brakes on there, the whole thing gets replaced. It's all new stuff.
So you're going to buy a disc brake kit or something off another car?
Well, I thought about buying a kit. My other one, I took the stuff off of 72 and put on it. And it bolts right on. But this one, I'm probably just going to buy the kit.
So we'll put some kind of disc brake kit on it.
And it comes with the... You got to change... Basically, you got to change the spindles.
Yeah.
To put the disc brakes on there. And when you change them spindles, then you got to change your tie rod and your upper and lower ball joints. So they just give you the whole thing when you... Well, they don't give you nothing.
Yeah, they charge you for the whole thing.
The whole thing's in a kit.
Why is there a bolt missing from the doghouse there? Or not the doghouse, right there.
Right there? That's motor mount bolt. They was going to try to steal them off, evidently. Basically, that third hole, that's V8, that's 6-cylinder. So you move it forward for V8, leave it back for 6-cylinder, so that's a 6-cylinder mount, sir.
Is there any other differences between the 6-cylinder and 8-cylinder setup?
No.
That's pretty much it.
Well, that transmission cross member moves a little bit, but I don't know if that's because I'm using automatics or because, you know, they was different.
Well, yeah, we can figure that out. All right, so the firewall looks pretty good. I guess those usually don't mess up.
They don't get messed up too often.
The cowl looks pretty good. Of course, it's all surface. It's not even rust, really. It's just surface deterioration where that thing's had 3 or 4 paint jobs on it. So it looks like originally it was probably green.
I don't know. I think it might be that gold one. Look at the gold up here. That's underneath the inner fender.
Yeah, you might be right. Okay, so maybe, yeah, like that goldish, Donnie's calling it gold, that, and then maybe green after that, and then orange. There's some rust-colored primer, and blue. So let's go at 4 or 5, and white. So it's got several paint jobs on it.
Well, that usually helps them.
Yeah,
keeping them to rust.
yeah. Depending on how it went, yeah, that could actually be a good thing. Okay, so yeah, the firewall looks pretty good. It's not that rusted. All right, talk to us about the door jams there, Donnie.
They seem to be all right. There's a little bit of rust down here on the bottom. But it ain't horrible.
That's very common in these. It's because like leaves end up laying there, and they just, you know, it makes water.
Yeah, the fender
lay
comes
up.
in and hooks there. That's part of the fender there, rusted out. So all that's encapsulated, and all that stuff just sits right there.
And water sits there and just rusts right through it. Okay, now I found another color. The inside of the door is black.
Boy, that's the inside.
Let's see here about the paint. The orange is on the blue, which is on the green.
I found another color.
Which is on the tan, and there's some kind of rust kind of thing. Okay, so everything's cool, but you can see like on the frame, there's really no damage. It's just everything's got surface rust and stuff, but nothing's falling apart. But I think on these trucks, usually you don't get much of that. The damn door looks pretty decent, Donnie.
I know. It wasn't bad.
So people, this thing, you know, it looks rough, but it ain't as bad as it looks. That's obviously a problem, but every one you buy, that's that bad or much worse. So
Yeah, they're gonna have a heyday when they look inside of it.
All right, here comes 1965. Donnie, get the flashlight. Floorboard's messed up. You're gonna need you some metal on your floorboard here, Donnie. Nice dash, original looking. Looks great. Steering wheel looks pretty good. Got the original seat. I don't know that that's the original seat.
That's a V8.
Got his V8 radiator support.
Those are the V8 motor mounts.
Okay, what's rotted up in the glove box? Is that just the cardboard?
Yeah, that's cardboard.
Okay, that's cardboard, so that's no big deal.
This is all bonus stuff. I didn't even know this stuff was here.
Windshield cracked, obviously. The little bit of rust up there above the windshield, but it's not rusted through or anything. All this is actually pretty decent.
The heater core, heater box out there.
Yeah, we didn't know all this
Damn,
stuff.
all the wiring's there.
All right, so I'm gonna go around to that side. It's a, it was a manual truck, Donnie.
Yeah, it's got a manual in it now.
Here's the door.
Right there's the gear shift.
You're missing your door panel.
No, it ain't. It's right there.
Oh, no, it ain't.
Right there.
Ain't missing that.
There's an extra one.
These are radiator supports, I think.
Yeah, they're on
I think they go on the side of the radiator. Oh yeah. So the gas tank was behind the freaking seat in these. Not the best idea.
This side ain't.
I'm the type though, I might leave it behind the seat just to see and then move it later. Headlight trim. Well, we're checking out the rot down here, Donnie. Show them. I'm trying to do it systematic, you know. So it's similar on this side, but not as bad. And that door is also pretty good. I don't even see any rust, really. I mean, it looks pretty. Hey, there's your color.
Yep.
Boy, you might be right. Maybe it was gold. Yeah. Or maybe it was 2 or 3 trucks.
Yeah.
But up front, there's different colors. So there's the door panel that is off on the other side. Turn it off for a second. A little bit of rust in the floor. Okay. The dash nice and rusty, but this will all clean up. The seat actually isn't that bad, and that's pretty crazy. But stuff like that's no big deal. You can get a seat recover for a couple $100. Okay. So let's see the back of the cab here, Donnie. Got a little bit of a ripple up there on the top. Maybe something hit it.
Over on the other
No, this. I guess that drip rail's just bent a little bit, maybe. Well, I don't know.
There's another one on the other
something.
side right there.
They've
Somebody
been
probably stood up.
They've been hauling ladders. That's the kind of stuff that might be a little harder to get out.
It's two-sided.
Yeah, it's 2-sided. Okay, so.
I was wondering if that was there. Battery box. You need that?
No. Oh. That ain't the same, but boy, it's close. Yeah, the one in my 86 is the end of it's messed up a little bit. Motor mount. So you need that, Donnie. It goes on yours.
I don't need it.
I think the gear shift's missing.
I don't need it. I'm going to take that out and put a tilt column in it. That's clutch. Pressure plate.
All right. So the hood
It's wrong.
pretty rough.
On the other side.
Dents
Yeah.
and stuff. That is probably the original hood, though. It's gold. So the main problem with these ends up being the hood. It's a $1,000 piece of metal, and they're all screwed up.
$1,000, that's remanufactured. Some people want to get an original one, and no telling what it'll cost.
You can replace just the lip of it, but you have to, you have to weld it in on the seam, and it ain't for the lighthearted. If you're a good welder, you could knock it out. Donnie is a welder, and he's a good welder, but none of us are really,
We're good at body work.
we're not good at body work or fit and what do they call it?
Fitment. Yeah.
Fitment. No, you're not all that great at that. All right.
Look at that beautiful tire.
Now, what are you going to do about rims, Donnie?
Well, you know, when you put that disc brakes in the front, it gives you 5 lugs, and these are 6.
Uh-huh.
So you got to find some kind of other rims.
Well, what's your opinion on this truck bed?
I don't know, man.
It looks pretty damn good to me.
It's not that bad. I mean, everybody's going to say, oh, it's all rusted up, but
That's
ain't
surface
nothing.
rust. That's like...
It ain't even bent.
Yeah, you clean it up. You got a little bit of stuff. But
Pretty good job.
what's better, fixing that dent or replacing the whole thing? I mean, it's easier to just fix what you got if you can help it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be areas that need work, but they haven't decided yet, though, if they want the fleet side like this or if they want the step side. I'm trying to tell him to go with the fleet side because he's already got it. And not as many people do the fleet side, it seems like. But we'll see. So what's in here, Donnie? These are the
These are the inner fender.
inner fenders. Okay. This is the grill.
Yep.
This is the grill support.
That's the radiator support.
There's the radiator support. The radiator's here. I mean, the whole truck's here. These go up at the top of the fender, right by the cowl. Go show them where it goes, Donnie. Go pop that on the truck. We're going to go put the first piece back on, people. If you've messed with them before, you kind of know where everything goes. Look at that. Shucky ducky quack quack. There it goes. That's how it's supposed to be. All right, so let's look at some more stuff.
Tailgate.
Tailgate's still installed.
And actually,
Whoa! I about fell over.
Actually, I got 2 tailgates with this truck.
Here's the other one. 2 tailgates with it. There's the bed.
It's wooden floor in these things.
Let's see the front lip of that bed, Donnie. Man, it looks fine. This bed. You see any gold paint? I bet they swapped this bed on because it's nicer. They took it off something else and dropped it on here, but never. Well, it's all blue.
Got gold paint.
Yeah, it's all blue and everything. Turn it off for a second. Oh.
The gold under there.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, you got your work cut out for you, Donnie, but I think you're starting with some solid stuff. Basically, one of the reasons people do these is because you can get every part for it, and you can unbolt every part from it. So literally, you could do a frame-off restoration on it, and it wouldn't really be all that hard if you wanted to. We're probably not going to do that, but...
Yeah, and it ain't all that much money. These things are pretty cheap.
Yeah.
You know, that's why me and Ronnie was driving these older trucks, because they were so cheap.
Yeah.
Like, you need a radiator for that truck, it's $100,
Mm-hmm.
$130. You need a radiator for a new truck, it's $500.
Mm-hmm.
Same way with these, you need a master cylinder. That master cylinder there will cost you $25, $30. You go out and buy one for a new truck, it's $100.
Mm-hmm.
So
I always liked it too because you were driving something different than other people had the balls to drive. That's just how I always felt about it. I just like driving something a little different.
yeah, they're fun to play with. You know, but you got to know what you're doing here. The main thing is the brakes. You got to redo every bit of the brakes on them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they ain't stopping that good now. People would say, oh, I want politically correct or, you know, gear correct or whatever. You ain't driving it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't driving this thing 100 miles an hour down the road. Not with this setup. What you looking at?
I'm trying, man. I'm making sure that frame's not bent.
That's where the truck's sitting in here crooked.
Mm-hmm. Is the cab bolted on?
I don't know. I know the bed's not.
The bed is not bolted on. I'm not sure the cab is. Well, it looks like it. I don't know. We'll figure all that out, people. So there you go. That's the little intro. What are you going to call it, Donnie?
I don't know.
When we're referring to it, how are you going to differentiate between this one and the other one? You don't have to have a name, but it has to have a nickname. You know,
It's probably going to be Christine.
Christine. I was thinking we call it the your other one's blue, so we can't call it the blue truck. We could call it the gold truck, most people wouldn't know what we were talking about. But if I said, hey, the gold truck, you'd know exactly what I was talking about. All right, so we're going to call this one the gold truck. What do you think, Donnie?
That sounds good.
That'd be our code name for now. So this is a gold truck. We're going to work on it for a little bit, and we'll see where it goes.
You know how to take these windows out, Ron?
No.
It's pretty simple. These windows. You reach here, and that chrome comes out, and that's a lock. And you pull it all the way out, and the window falls out.
Let's not do that yet.
All right. Last time it was driven, did you notice that? 95.
Uh-huh.
And it was in North Carolina.
All righty. Well, there you go. Tell them what to do, Darnie.
Hey, y'all, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. You know, you want to see what I end up doing to this thing.
Go ahead and give us all the advice you can give us, because
yeah.
we need you know, people to tell us
exactly
what they think that we should do with it.
Yeah, we need to know something. So, give us a thumbs up for filming. We took our time here to film it.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't have to do this. We could have kept all this joy to ourselves.
Yeah, I could have been working on it already.
Yep.
But no, I'm sitting here filming, so y'all can give me a thumbs up, please. And subscribe to the channel so you can see what we done. And we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed it.